thinking the other day, like, obviously we listen to rap music quite a lot. Um, like, do you think the opinion of rap music being bad and being a bad influence on people will ever fully change?
I think I say like slowly it's been like it's rap's sort of become more of an inclusive genre, you know, in a way. So
Yeah.
like you get a lot of like it's not just like in the 90s and 80s where a lot of rap was just like gangster rap. So I think I do see it like changing slightly, but I think because of like the old perceptions and how like rap has passed through generations, I think there'll always be a bit of a stigma when it comes to
Yeah.
rap music, especially considering like even though rap is more inclusive and like there's a range of genres within rap, a lot of it still does like center around that like violence and
Yeah.
drugs and all that sort of thing. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like as well, like, in terms of like rap music, the old like perceptions of it still carry around with people, like they're in people's minds. Like, for example, people like our age in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s listening to rap music or hearing about what's being spoken about in the genre, and still bringing it in today's music when, you know, it's evolved, the genre's
Yeah.
evolved, as in it's become more mainstream, it's become more like, I wouldn't say child friendly, but like a lot
But
more
in a
people.
way it has to, yeah.
Yeah,
Especially with like the rise of TikTok and everything. Now
yeah,
like
exactly.
a lot of artists want to cater to that audience to make sure to do the big numbers as well. But I definitely hear what you're saying. I say like yeah, especially the 90s and that, I feel like that definitely brought like a bit of a negative stigma to the music. It's always existed because it like rap was built on like sort of going against like the establishments and all that sort of
Yeah.
thing. But like if you look at like, you know, that famous Tupac diss track Hit 'Em Up, it's easy to see
Yeah.
like why there is a bit of a negative stigma around hip hop, especially when that followed with both of them, Biggie and Tupac, being killed. So
Yeah, exactly.
I guess it is like justified, the thing around hip hop, but I think definitely like when you think about people that don't really know like the history and all that sort of thing, it maybe is a bit too like overstated in a way and generalized.
Yeah.
But for that, like when I did that, I wrote this essay for one of our modules, and it was about criminality and authenticity in rap music. And sort of the argument is like a lot of artists, especially when you look in like trap genre, sorry, a lot of artists like they're talking about what like their history and like their life coming up. So in order to like be authentic artists, which everyone wants an artist who's being real, especially in rap, like the importance of being real is so like focused on.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, would you rather be authentic and be real and speak what you talk about, but maybe keep that you're pushing that negative agenda of rap music, or you can go down the other route and make music that doesn't really have anything to do with your life, just for the numbers, but then you're just another mainstream artist in the system, you know,
Yeah,
not
exactly.
making anything that's gonna like, stick, because the best music is like the real music. That's the ones that people are gonna remember.
Exactly. That's it.
I don't think yeah, I think it's a tricky one. I don't think it will ever completely disappear.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, you're always gonna have Karens in the world.
Yeah,
There's gonna be
definitely,
these Karens
definitely.
thinking, oh no, like you
And
listen to rap music, you're a bad kid or something.
yeah, definitely. I can see how people might see like different artists in different ways. So like we were just speaking earlier about Juice WRLD, and if you say you're a Juice WRLD fan, people maybe aren't going to think, oh, he's a rap fan, you know,
Yeah.
like he's not into like all the gangster stuff and all that sort of thing. But when it goes to like, you know, Future or like Young Thug or any of the more drug centric, like violence centric music, then there's definitely going to be a stigma there. But outside of the rap world, it doesn't really matter, you know.
Yeah.
If you're really a rap fan, I guess you don't really care what everyone else is thinking about the genre.
No, exactly. You just want to enjoy the music.
But I definitely think the stigma probably poses like it can limit how like successful artists are, especially when you're looking like you know when the New York festival they cancelled a couple of the rappers' sets because of the fear of like violence occurring.
Yeah.
As you can see how that's going to negatively impact the genre, I think, because then you're stopping the rappers getting their money.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you also, by doing that, you're also like hindering their career. So you're stopping them from, like,
stopping them getting a platform.
Getting a platform and then giving them the chance to actually reach outside all that violence and that stuff. You're just keeping them in that box. So I think for like festivals and things, if you're putting on that music, you shouldn't really be as concerned.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, you should be focused on like helping artists, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Like I feel like you said, especially with like artists that do talk more about like all of that stuff, the violence, the drugs. Like they're not gonna get much mainstream play. So it's better
as it is. So
it's better for them to have like an audience elsewhere, whether it be festival shows, just posting about them, giving them more like playtime.
A lot of time, just because that was their life doesn't mean they were a bad person either. Like, so a lot of the time they're just doing what they got to do to provide. But I get it though, if it's an artist that actually has like a history, like known history of like issues and things going on at concerts, like it's understandable. Like for DaBaby, for example, he's known to be going out like beating up people.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really like deny all that, but I guess it depends. Yeah, you gotta. I think each artist should be considered, but as a genre as a whole, I'm not sure I see it ever completely
it's always
disappearing.
It's always gonna be one of them.
But there you go.